Good, thanks. Yeah, a lot of people here.
How is the start of your second development camp going now?
Pretty good. I know a couple of guys from last year, so yeah, I'm not pretty nervous as last year, but yeah, I've enjoyed my time here.
How does that, I guess, mentality shift, knowing that you're not going to be, this isn't your first year, you do know some people, you're familiar with how this process goes now for a week like this. So how does it kind of change your mentality coming into it?
I don't think my mentality hasn't changed at all. You know, when I come here, I just do my best every day, and wanna learn and yeah, just like be a better player every day. So I don't think it's like that hard with the mentality and everything, like, 'cause I want to improve every day. So yeah, that's my mentality.
There's,
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna say, their plan is to put you into the summer to help you develop. Did that help last year? And what is that process like? I know JJ likes to stay in touch with you and give you workout plans and all that kind of stuff. Does that help? Did it help last summer?
Well, my last summer was a little bit a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, I think this summer it's a lot calmer. So like it's pretty good that JJ's every now and then texting me, and I'm just like really thankful that they care about me and just like want to help me out. And yeah, I mean, I'm listening to everything they give me out, and yeah, trying to learn it.
How would you describe your season, or your last year, growth, everything like that?
I think it was a pretty rough start for me. New league, new play style, but I think after the World Juniors, I just like pretty much flipped. Like went better, and yeah, I think in the playoffs I was like in the best shape and like playing my best games. So yeah, I don't think I have a lot like to more prove to you Dallas fans that I can play better.
What was the toughest challenge? You mentioned the new league, new style. What was the biggest challenge for you in that?
I mean, I think it was just straight when you get the puck, attack. There was not a lot of things like we had in the defensive zone. We had trap in the Finland and control breakouts and that kind of stuff. Over here, it's not that big of a thing. So yeah, I think that was the biggest one. But I just pretty much got used to it after World Jays. So yeah.
As a Finn, what was it like watching Dallas trade for Mikko Rantanen?
I mean, super excited, and yeah, I trained with him in the summers. So yeah, I was pumped that we got more Finns that can help me out, and yeah, I think he's gonna help me out in the summers now in training and that kind of stuff to keep this JJ and everything. Know what's happening back home. So yeah, super pumped about it.
When you train with Mikko in the summer, does he push everyone there as much as he pushes people here too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like he's an unreal person, on and off the ice, and yeah, I just really love the mentality when he's training. He's training every day like hard and trying to improve himself. So that's the one thing that I'm gonna take from him too.
You also played with Tristan Bertucci this year in Barrie. Also, what's it been like spending the year with another player that also?
Pretty fun. He's going through the same thing that I am going through, so we can talk it out. And yeah, I mean he's a D, so he cannot learn. I cannot learn a lot of things about him, but yeah, I've enjoyed time with him in the Barrie. I think he was one of the players I spent most time there. So yeah, grew up we're pretty much real close friends now, and talk every day. And just like when I got back home, we were talking every day. So yeah, I think that's the best thing that we're really close now.
He said earlier today that maybe you can be a little bit silly, a little bit goofy sometimes in the room, but I'm guessing maybe you have a similar opinion of him too.
Yeah, I mean, same words back, and yeah, I think everyone's a little bit goofy in the locker room. So yeah.
You mentioned not being nearly as nervous for this dev camp as you were last year. From a leadership standpoint, what do you tell to the new guys right now who are dealing with their first dev camp? What are some stuff that you say to kind of reassure them and keep them calm?
I mean, pretty much talk to them. When you talk to them a lot, they get comfortable and not that nervous anymore. And just welcome them in, just like be a helpful hand to them. Trying to help them out if they're nervous and not talking to anyone. You can just go out to them and talk to them and make them comfortable. And I think that's the biggest thing, or that was the biggest thing to me when I came last year here. Everyone was really helpful for me, talking to me. So yeah, I think that's the biggest one. Yeah.
As you think about getting comfortable in the organization and your development path forward, have they talked to you about like what they want to see from you to help you make that jump to the NHL?
I think shoot more pucks, quicker. That was the biggest thing, Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. But more than that, off the ice, like more explosiveness, and yeah, those are like the two most things that came out to me that they wanted to. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to improve.
Is it harder in North America to shoot pucks as much?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have the time and space like back home, so that was
Seems
like,
a tighter game.
yeah, time of the game. You don't have to load the puck; you just shoot it. Like that was what they were told me, that I don't have to load it every time. Just shoot to the net. That good things will happen. So.
How do you get your release quicker? Like Jason Robertson has a quick release or has a way of getting pucks through. Are there things he constantly is working on? Are there things you can work on to do that?
I mean, yeah, you can always work with your shot and everything, but as I shoot a lot of pucks, off summer and during season too. But like it's pretty simple, just like shooting from one leg, awkward stances, shooting pucks like no dust. It's pretty easy to do that, and then you just adjust to the game. So it's not that hard when you like think about it, but like it's pretty hard.
It's fun too.
Yeah.
And like I said, Jason loves that.
Yeah.
I think it's his favorite part of practice.
Yeah.
Shooting pucks.
I mean that's mine too every day. So yeah.
Do you think Dallas is ever going to go a year without drafting a Finn ever again?
I don't know about that. I'm not the GM or scout, so I can't say anything about it. But I like the way they're picking Finnish prospects. So yeah.
Is there something about growing up in Finland that has produced so many NHL players? Is it type of play or what just the way they look at the game?
Like Dallas?
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about all of Finland.
Oh.
Finland's produced a ton of, for your population,
Yeah.
I think there's a quote-unquote Finnish style
Yeah.
that Dallas seems to like, that a lot of teams like.
Yeah, I mean, I think like us Finns, we work pretty hard. We're like the people that like always really quiet, but like work hard, and nothing's given it, never. So I think that's like the mentality with the Finnish people, and yeah, I think like we've seen like during the history that we have a lot of good Finnish players, and they coach now in the back home. So there's a lot of Finnish players that goes to those camps and learns from that. So yeah, I think it comes from there, even though we're like a small community like land. So yeah, I mean, I think that's I don't know. There's always like gifts and just hard work, but yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing.
Good, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, good, Brandon? Yeah. What's the feeling like right now?
Yeah, I'm just excited. First dev camp, being drafted was some once in a lifetime thing. So just being able to come down here and enjoy it.
Were you at the draft?
I stayed home.
Okay. What's your draft story? How did you find out? What was the feeling originally?
Yeah, wasn't really too sure when I was gonna get drafted. Watched the first day, watched a bit of the second day, and then all of a sudden heard my name called, and yeah, it was exciting feeling. Obviously, it's a dream come true, and being able to share that with my family at home was awesome.
Stars scouting, Jim Nill, everyone says that they think they got a first-round talent in you. Why do people maybe feel that way about you?
Yeah, I think just with the skill I have and the speed I possess, the way I play the game, I think I have a lot of unique talents and a good skill set. And then just kind of with my size, falling down in the draft, I think that's probably the reason.
Cameron, what was your first impressions of the city of Dallas itself whenever it was all said and done that you were going to be a Dallas Star?
Yeah, I actually was down here a couple weeks ago for the U18s, so I've been in the city for 3 weeks already. So yeah, just coming back down here, I already kind of had a feeling of the area and all that, so it's pretty awesome to come back down here.
The cliche, of course, is that whenever you're in a new surrounding, you just want to stick to your game, right? What's been some of the things that the coaching staff and players have done to kind of make you more comfortable in this new surrounding?
Yeah, it's development camp. We're kind of just getting back on the ice and going through the motions and just learning. This week's all about learning and seeing what it's like at the next level and with all the coaching staff. So just yeah, it's a learning opportunity.
You mentioned your size. Obviously, Logan Stankoven's a pretty famous shorter guy that had a lot of success here. what kind of traits do you feel that you can bring to the NHL level despite your size?
Yeah, I grew up watching those guys. Stanks played in Kamloops, and I was drafted to Van, so I went and watched him play in playoffs that last year. And just seeing what he's done to be able to make it to this level and maintain his spot in this league, it's really cool to see, and just kind of taking the little things from him and the way the smart guys play the game, use their speed and use their body to protect pucks. So I'm just kind of modeling my game after that.
Have you seen the game develop more so that it's not necessarily a size game anymore? It's a
Yeah.
lot different nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you see quite a few smart guys in the league now, so it's something that's kind of coming around, and I'm happy to see that, and yeah.
I asked a kid coming in earlier, what's the best way to make a good impression on the coaches while you're around the ice? Because you don't have a lot of time out there, but what do you feel is the best way to do that?
I think just listening and just listen to what they have to say. They're at this level for a reason, so they know what they're talking about. So just kind of taking the little things from them and focusing on that.
It was good. Yeah, I mean, we had a really good team last year, and it went decently far in playoffs, and I think I learned a lot last year, so it was good.
When you say you learned a lot, what does that mean? Is it about yourself, your game?
Yeah.
Becoming a pro? What is it?
Yeah, kind of both. I mean, we had a very veteran group, and they kind of helped me on the ice, and then off the ice as well. Those guys are trying to play pro and are playing pro this next year, so it was kind of good being around all those older guys and playing with them as well helped my game a ton, so yeah.
What's an experience like this week mean for you as far as setting you up for the summer and then heading you into next year?
Yeah, I mean, kind of just take as much in as I can, like never been anything like this, and I mean, it's just super cool and just try to soak everything in and listen to what everybody says, and everybody's got something to say, so just kind of soak it all in, yeah.
Their plan, JJ, guys like that, is to give you a structured format to, make you stronger, make you bigger. How do you look at that, and how can you use that?
Yeah, I think that's exciting. I mean, if a pro coach or a pro strength coach, whatever, is giving you something and take it home with you in the summer and really use it if that's what they want, I mean, yeah, it's good to take back in the summer.
How do you approach your off season? It's a whirlwind right now. You're down here, then you're going back to your junior team. How do you kind of, take what the NHL organization tells you, what your junior coaches tell you, and kind of mold the two together to improve?
Yeah, I think both organizations probably want me to be the best I can be, so kind of taking the input from both and then maybe meshing it, or I'm sure it's somewhat similar, so yeah.
Leadership is something that people talk about, and obviously a couple of years in the W now. How have you seen your role kind of change now that you've gotten used to that league, and then obviously in a camp like this, playing around both some older guys and some other guys who are first timers? Yeah,
I mean, back in Calgary, I'm kind of an older guy now. Last year I wasn't. I was still one of the younger guys, but we lost a lot of older guys, so I think next year I'm going to have more of a leadership role there in Calgary, and coming here, it's kind of the same thing as it was Calgary last year, just looking up to older guys, watching what they're doing, learning from them, so yeah, it's cool.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about the Dallas organization?
I mean, you guys work hard. I mean, I always love watching Dallas play, so I was super excited to get drafted to Dallas, and you guys seem super organized, and yeah, very impressed.
What was that experience like? I'm sure you've been asked this a lot already about your draft day experience, but what's that like when your name gets called? Does someone call you, or are you watching the draft with everyone else? What was that?
Yeah, I had my Bill parents were in town, and my grandma came over, and yeah, we were watching it, and right before it happened, my agent gave me a call and said Dallas picked you, and then gave mom and grandma a big hug, and yeah, it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Did you do anything in particular to celebrate?
No, a couple of friends came over, good buddies from high school back in the day, and childhood friends came over that night and kind of just sat around by the pool and celebrated a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's been great so far. Learning a lot, just being around the organization. I'm learning a lot about whatever everyone's about, and it's good to meet a bunch of new guys too from all over, and it's been a lot of fun.
When you and your brother are on the same team, who gets the Ritzy nickname?
Ritzy gets the Ritzy nickname. I get Junior, June. I get every nickname, but he's got Ritzy, Ritz. Yeah.
What was it like when you discovered you'd be drafted here?
Yeah, it was really cool that I had the opportunity to go to this camp, especially with my brother being here, and he kind of gave me some insight on what everything's about. So, and just everyone kind of knowing my last name and knowing my brother made the process a little easier.
Does it help having a little bit of insight into what to expect, and does it help calm the nerves a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. Just also with a couple of the guys knowing my brother, we were able to have some conversations and bond over that, and them talking about my brother and hearing some funny stories.
What was it like for you to watch the year that your brother had for you and your whole family?
Yeah, it was super cool. Obviously, really proud of him and excited to see what he's going to do moving forward.
How do you describe your game?
Fast-paced winger, north-south, skilled, can make plays, can score.
What was it like growing up as far as the competition, whether that's hockey or other sports as well?
Yeah, growing up, I played hockey, soccer, some football. Yeah, so I played a lot of sports growing up, and living in a household with two older brothers, it was always competitive too. So yeah, I was always battling with the older guys, which helped, I think.
I was to say, what is that like when you're the younger guy and then you do have to get tossed in? Does that push your game harder?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, my brother was always better than me due to size and some skill too, and it added some grit, and I think, yeah, he instilled that in me, and it's helped a lot, I feel like.